As we approach 9 o'clock on KCMO Talk Radio, it is that time of the week. Let's do it.
KCMO Talk Radio, now on FM at 95.7. It's time for What If Wednesday.
What if, instead of having you on this radio station, there was somebody else?
All right, what is next on that rundown? Mark Van Sickle, let it rip.
What if the media fairly covered Sydney Sweeney as an American Eagles it girl?
Well, they certainly would not be calling American Eagles advertisement, including Sydney Sweeney, Nazi propaganda, which is exactly what they did over the last bunch of days. And you can find examples of this all over the internet, opinion pieces. Just Google Sydney Sweeney, and trust me, you will find every bad take you can possibly find. Heck, we played a Good Morning America clip today where they talked about it as well. Because what did American Eagle do? They had a picture of Sydney Sweeney, and they wrote great jeans, and they crossed out jeans spelled G-E-N-E-S, and then they wrote jeans, J-E-A-N-S. That's pretty clever, right? But Sydney Sweeney, who does have great genes, doesn't have great genes because she has white hair, blonde skin, and blue eyes. That's not what her great genes are about. Halle Berry has great genes. Jennifer Lopez has great genes. They're all different skin colors, different eye colors, different hair colors. If you insinuate that Sydney Sweeney has great genes as Nazi propaganda, then you're the racist. I mean, that's how this works. No one is suggesting that Sydney Sweeney's white skin is why she has great genes. If you think that white skin means you have great genes, then you're inherently racist. There are black people with great genes. There are white people with great genes. There are Latinos with great genes. And guess what? There are people of every skin color who have really bad genes, at least physically speaking. A lot of them work in radio for a reason, okay? They're not in television for a reason. I'm not going to say that would include anyone on this show. I think that John, Mark, and I have outstanding genes. We just happen to love radio. But any of us could have done TV. Look at Mark. He's about to be a Ted Lasso star, for crying out loud, okay?
There you go.
So this is just awful, awful, awful media coverage. But it's par for the course. Because God forbid an it girl is skinny with white skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. Many in media can't have that. And American Eagle is laughing all the way to the bank with its stock up 20% in just the last few weeks. What's next, Mark?
What if Kansas City inspectors did their job with the Family Dollar store that collapsed this weekend?
Well, I don't want to say it would have avoided the tragedy that left a 68-year-old man dead and multiple others injured. I'm not going to say that. I think that would be jumping to a conclusion that we should not and cannot jump to just yet. However, as we learn more about what happened at 37th and Broadway, it's becoming clearer by the day that there were a lot of people in government who missed this. They were informed by citizens, concerned citizens, that, hey, you know, this store's not looking good. It's starting to sag. You got to go back to 2015. 2016, technically, is when this happened. In October of 2016, a car crashed into the support beam at this Family Dollar. It was removed November of that year. So this building has been without a key beam for nearly 10 years. It has been sagging, and obviously sagging, for a very long time now. And while Kansas City inspectors were hitting the building with graffiti charges and too much trash and too many weeds, no one noticed the fact, or no one cared to do anything apparently about the fact that the building looked like it was about to collapse. No one did anything about that, but they were nickeling them and diming them for $85 fines left and right. That's like being 100 pounds overweight and saying, I'll only eat half a box of Oreos today. It's not getting to the core of the problem here and actually doing the job if you're a safety inspector in this town. But you now have too many people who are out there saying, well, I think it's on the business. I don't know. I think it's only on. No. the city appears to have not done its job here. And I think we'll learn more on that front in the days and weeks to come. What's next there, Mark?
All right. What if I, Mark Van Sickle, create my own IMDb page?
Well, as a texter said earlier, Mark, I hope that you put your Harvard certificate on your IMDb page, and I hope that after your big gig there as a stand-in for Ted Lasso, you just don't forget us little people at KCMO. Maybe you give us a shout-out on the IMDb page. Can I get you to do that for us?
Oh, yeah. I got to put all my work endeavors on there, right?
That's a good point. Now, are there people that do stand-in work that then create their own IMDb page? Do you know if that's a thing?
I'm not sure. I was about to look that up, actually.
Well, you do that and you get back to us.
Yeah, I will do that.
Oh, gosh, that's great. I love it.